Welcome, mofos, to another episode of the Rude Dudes podcast. I'm Justin, the Rude, joined by the dudes, Matt and Tyler.
That's
Oh
fucking
my god.
okay. To give context, one, this is staying in. I'm not cutting this.
Oh no, I was gonna keep it in.
100%. Two, I was not expecting that at all.
Mhm.
I was not
Oh,
either.
that's
I'm sorry if I just
oh
literally made somebody's eardrums burst. That was really loud of me. I apologize.
That was funny. That was really funny.
I didn't say anything, and I knew I was gonna get a good kick out of you guys if I went with it.
The kick has been had.
Yeah.
All right, we're at that
So,
point in the show run.
mhm. so once again, I'm Rude, joined by the dudes, Matt and Tyler,
Hey guys.
What's up, guys?
and kick off, we're gonna talk about some AI, some chat GPT, some Gen AI, some Skynet,
I
some
see.
Terminators.
I am like torn between it because on one hand, I don't want people to lose their jobs, and that's the way that it's leaning towards because a lot of companies
Mhm.
are incorporating it with like like their customer support, and there's so many
Hmm.
customer support jobs out there. And on the other hand, I do like my AI pictures. And like
Yeah.
I have explored a lot, like
Yeah.
even um like I just uploaded a video on my YouTube channel. Go check that out, link in the description. Um
Will
but
do.
there's my little plug. But where the music I put in was AI, and I like drastically went over the top in like being like this is AI generated music. Like I'm not claiming it at all or anything like that, but like I do think it's really cool in that direction. I also
Hmm.
do think that it is going to take away eventually from like actual musicians and like stuff like that. But like, I mean, right now, because it's new, that's why I'm obsessed with it.
Um yeah, I absolutely could see it being a problem later down the line for like music cuz we already I mean, this could also be in an episode in itself, but like people talk about industry plants all the time. And I think that it's just going to kind of heighten that really because you can have like these almost you could also have like a VTuber or like a Hatsune Miku situation with AI and kind of have like just this like generated person
Hmm.
be a singer and it could just be like the face of a corporation essentially that's just making more money off of getting stuff that's popular that's generated by AI and then it costs them nothing and they're making all
Hmm.
this money.
Well, do you know of that one YouTuber, Quabblecop?
I
Nope.
have not heard of them. No.
Wait, Justin, do you know him?
No.
Okay, so he got really popular. He was in like this trio. It was like this dude. I mean, I don't know the other name. I know one dude was named like Jelly, and I forgot the other dude's name. So please be calm with me. Anyway, he has like millions of subscribers,
Hmm.
and he went down a direction of turning his YouTube profile into completely AI. So you had
Hmm.
AI like face on top of like he took his voice and then put it so the like whatever the AI came up with and like the script for the video, like he like
Mhm.
got all of it to work and stuff. So all like this AI is just
Hmm.
consistently making videos or like reacting to like gameplay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he has to put in like minimal effort. And like it's
That
still
is crazy.
like it's his voice and his face because it's like a bit emoji that he uses, but it looks like him.
Okay.
But yeah, like he's just sitting there generating, and he is getting so much hate for it. I think he got canceled because of it, to be completely honest.
I mean,
Which
rightfully so.
rightfully so,
Yeah.
because you're basically trying to automate something that shouldn't be automated.
Hmm.
Just like how music and like No, I mean, like,
Like,
even, like, pictures. Like, yeah, it's
you're not
cool.
putting any effort. Yeah, you're not putting
Right.
any effort into, like, making content, and yeah, you're trying to make money off of it. It's like, no, that's not how stuff should work.
Right, and that's where it comes down to, like, people are excessively using AI even though it should only be taken as a tool.
Right.
Like, if you need
Yeah.
help visualizing something, then you put a prompt in that, like, says what generally you're looking for, and then you like, say if you're, like, a creator or something or, like, an artist, and then you can use what you there, but, "Oh, okay, cool, I can visualize it now," and then go on and so forth,
Mhm.
and, like, actually make something. Or, like, even with music, like, you're like, "Alright, like, I can't, like, hear this right. Let me use AI to see if I can hear it right." But, "Oh, okay, cool, now I can go off and do my own thing."
Mhm.
Not completely capitalize on everything that, like, it comes in and then you ship it out immediately. Like, I to me, like, that's so dumb, and if you are gonna do it, don't fucking monetize it.
Yeah.
But, like, it's unfortunate because, like, companies nowadays are gonna use AI
Mhm.
to monetize it, and, like, you know, like, I think it was, like, what, last year where it was the writers for union?
The writer's strike. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the writers' strike went shit about, like, companies wanting to use AI to write movies, and it's like, no, if an AI writes a script for a movie, that's gonna 1, we don't know how that's gonna turn out. It might turn out to be dog shit. So
Didn't South Park do that? Like, making fun of ChatGPT?
I I wouldn't be surprised if they did,
Yeah, I wouldn't be
honestly.
surprised either.
Yeah, like, or, they had a whole episode where I mean, to give a little context of, like, what the episode was about, it was Wendy and Stan barely text her, and then someone told Stan about how ChatGPT changed their
Oh, no.
relationship, and then he just auto responses to it, and then
Oh
it
my
got to
god.
such a problem that he didn't understand. He didn't know what he was saying to her, he was just copying, pasting,
Oh, god.
and I
God.
think the so, like, fast forward to the end of the episode, they had I think the last, like, 5 minutes, they completely AI generated that entire script for it,
Really?
and
Wow.
it was fucking wild. Like, just how like, drastic everything changed and how horrible it was. Because I remember watching it and I was like, "This is horseshit. What the fuck were they thinking?" And then, like, come to realize that, like, it was AI generated. And, like, that's kinda, like, the horrors behind it, and I was like, "Oh, that's actually kinda
Mhm,
cool."
mhm.
Yeah, on that same note, I think that they used AI to generate, like, a video game or something of that nature, or tried to develop a
Yeah.
video game, and it
Square
epically failed.
Enix. Yeah,
Square
it was
oh, of
Square
course it
Enix.
was Square Enix, good
Yeah.
lord.
Oh,
But
yeah, I
I'm
didn't
really
hear about
happy that it
this.
epically failed because it you know, gaming definitely is one of those things that should be generated by humans, you
Mhm.
know? I don't know, that's just my opinion. I feel like there's way too many layers for right now, AI could not handle it. And, I mean, like, that can be said about pretty much any job. My stance is that people should be we need to have jobs for people to actually live in society, so we shouldn't
Mhm,
be, like, trying to totally eradicate jobs, um, by using AI because then you're eradicating, like, all of these people out of work or, like, if they built a profession in a specific realm that could be taken over by AI, like, then what's their, professional history to show? Like, where could they go? What could they do with it?
Right,
So
and that's where, like, if you're good like, that's where it comes back, like, it just should be a tool,
mhm.
mhm.
like, it
I was gonna
doesn't.
say make people's jobs easier, right?
Yes,
Have
that's the
people
whole
use
society.
AI. Right. Let's use AI to make our jobs easier, our lives easier. But if we rely on it too much, that's gonna be our downfall,
Well,
Which
truly.
yeah, that's the thing, it's like, like, you're saying to use it as a way as a ways to make jobs easier,
Mhm.
but at one point, is it gonna be like, "Make it more easier, make it more easier." Okay, why do we need to pay you for this position anymore? will just
Right.
get
Yep.
rid of you because the AI can do your job as well.
I think of the Thanos meme. We need to find the perfect balance.
I was just about to bring an Avengers quote. Or not an Avengers quote, but like an Avengers saying, like, make it a Jarvis and not an Ultron.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is probably like the nerdiest
Mhm.
thing you'll hear me say. No, no, probably
No,
so far.
No,
no. Alright. No. Yeah.
No,
probably for this episode, sure, but yeah,
yeah,
no.
for this episode.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I mean, like going forward, and especially because because they're advancing AI to the point now where you can't tell it's even a robot. Like
Oh, I
I
know.
know.
the Chat GPT 4.0 that just got announced like a month back. I don't even know if it's out. I gotta check. But it when you talk to it, like you can do the
Mhm.
voice, but when you talk to it, you can like it responds in real time. It laughs and has emotion as well.
Ew.
It's
So,
disturbing.
do you guys remember that Scarlett Johansson movie, Her?
I've never seen it.
I
I
haven't seen it either, but it was a movie where it was like some guy made an AI. I think he made an AI, and the voice was Scarlett Johansson. But
Oh, okay.
yeah, so somebody actually made an AI using her voice. So it's basically like replicating that same AI that's in the movie, and like now Scarlett Johansson's like making a big deal about like how I think she's like trying to sue
and
whoever
rightfully
made it.
so.
Rightfully
Yeah,
so,
Honestly,
truly.
it's her voice.
you're stealing someone's voice. Now, it's
Mhm.
Yeah.
one thing
That's
if
not
it's
cool.
consensual, but like you cannot just go like I honestly would have I feel like I would have every right. I could be wrong. I'm not a fucking lawyer. But um like if like Justin was like, "Hey, I want to use Tyler's voice." Like give you an instance. Say I don't get consent, but you use AI to actually make me say I give consent. That could be
Yeah.
Yeah.
fucking terrifying.
Mhm.
Because how do you track that back in the court system if it's an
Yeah.
MP3 fucking recording?
Yeah, you can't.
That's
Or like
terrifying.
It
even
is
like
terrifying.
I don't know if like how legal this is, but like if you change like the cadence or like the tone of pitch of like someone's voice to the point where it's like it sounds similar, but not exactly, but you get the idea. There's like, is it could you sue at that point? Because it's not exactly your voice, but you get the idea that it's supposed to be, right?
I feel like if I was to listen to it and be like, that's my fucking voice and that's how I talk. I'm
Hmm.
swearing a lot in this episode.
No.
I just realized I was like,
Who
damn, I
fucking
said the
Let
cares?
it fly.
yeah, I
Who
fucking
fucking cares?
I swear like so much. But if I sat there and I'm like, even if the pitch was changed a little bit, even if like that's still the way I talk.
Yeah.
That's still the way I like it sounds like me.
Hmm.
Like I don't give a like I mean, I don't know. It would have to be reviewed by someone. I
Well,
don't
it's
know
gonna
know
have to be
who.
federally, I'm sure, like, it's gonna have to have, like, oh gosh, what is the word? Like, it's gonna have to be, like, under some federal something, it's gonna
Mhm.
have to be under federal review, and there's gonna have to be things that are
Hmm.
approved and banned,
Right.
Hmm.
essentially.
Because right
Um,
now we are in a lawless era of AI.
we
Yeah.
are, and it's really scary. I mean, I know for a fact that, like, kids are using it in classrooms,
Mhm.
and teachers now have to implement, like, an AI, like, instead of having because they would use stuff like, I'm trying to think of what it was called. I can't remember what it was called, but basically like a plagiarism
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
program
Yeah,
to see. Yeah, it's the same thing, but for AI. It's basically seeing if it was AI generated or if it can be determined to be AI generated, and it works quite well from what I've heard.
I
Um,
heard about workarounds.
Which,
have you heard about
mm,
workarounds?
I saw it on
Ooh,
TikTok.
yeah. I mean, AI is also progressing so rapidly
Yeah.
like at a crazy pace. Like I feel like I blinked and now we're like you said, Tyler, the newest version of Chat GPT. Is that what it is? Chat
Yeah,
GPT, correct?
yeah.
Yeah.
That the thing can has emotion and is laughing. Do we not remember Smart House, people? Okay. Like
I
I don't.
forgot about that movie. The Disney movie?
literally, I used to yeah, I used to watch that all the time.
Was it called
Like, ooh,
Smart
I don't
House?
want yeah, I don't want a smart house situation, my friends. I'm
Or
very sorry.
what's that one
I
with
know
Johnny
I
Depp?
think that
Not to cut you off.
um the one with Johnny Depp,
Yeah, where
I
he's like
do not
sucked in,
know.
I don't know.
he's like sucked into a computer and like I mean he died, but like his consciousness is taking over like this
Spy
company.
Kids?
Oh,
Oh.
Johnny
Spy Kids.
Johnny Depp.
um,
Where's
yeah,
the
no
rum?
idea. I've got a job done.
Don't shit on my chest, Amber.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Yeah.
um
I mean, it's ridiculous. Like, even like some company. So like, one thing that I find annoying is that some companies don't even know what the hell AI is or what the hell it can do for the company. But it's like the buzzword. It's like the new thing. It's a hot thing.
Mhm.
So like companies want to use it, and like they don't even know what the fuck it's for. But because it's the hot thing, they want to use it. And it's like, if you don't know what the hell it can do for your company, then why do it? Especially
Right.
like the repercussions of AI in general. It's like, come on, man.
okay. So Google Gemini is Google's version, Copilot is Bing's, uh
Mm,
Snapchat AI is Snapchat's, which is
which is
fucking dumb.
crazy. Yeah, it is pretty dumb. I've never used it.
Like why I mean, I fucked around with it for a little bit. And like why make something that can't send snaps on something that is heavily like that's so dumb.
Yeah.
Like
Wait,
not
what?
even like snaps of like someone or like something, but just like send me a snap of like a fucking landscape or some shit. Like
Wait, what?
It
like you
doesn't even work like that? Is
no.
it just there to have conversations with you?
Yeah,
That's bizarre.
it's stupid.
Wait, Snapchat has its own AI thing?
Yeah. Oh, you don't use Snapchat.
Yeah,
No.
you've been locked out for years at this point since you
Mm-hmm.
got your last iPhone.
OpenAI, which is the people who made ChatGPT, as long as it's not
Who's
like
owned by
a
Microsoft?
yeah, as long as it's not like a direct a direct rip off of like something insane. But like I mean they can literally take that code and implement it in anything. I've seen that code ran through games to where like in
Really?
Skyrim, like you can talk to the NPCs and they'll respond. And it's actually really fucking cool. Like like
I feel like
it adds that level of immersion.
I was gonna say that I feel like would be positive for gaming, but
It
we don't
is.
need AI creating games,
We don't need
you
AI
know,
creating games. We don't need AI taking jobs from us.
jobs for yeah.
This the AI like it goes back to the whole thing. It should be used as a tool.
Yep, I'm going
They
back to smart house people.
yep. What was it? They made a mod. You remember that Matrix demo for the PS5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone
Whatever happened with that?
it was just a demo.
Yeah,
That's
it's just a
it.
That's
demo.
it?
It was just to
It's a tech demo
showcase
to show off
Unreal Engine
the
5.
Unreal Engine. Yeah.
Um,
It's never meant to be an
Okay.
actual game.
Well,
but people use that game world and implement it so you can go around and talk to every NPC and
Mhm.
everything, and
really?
it gets deep. If you go up to an NPC, be like, "Are you aware that you are in a game?" And it will be like, "No," but it like actually like respond, and you can convince it that it's in a game, and it just freaks out.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Um.
gotta see this shit.
Yeah. We'll look at
That's
videos after this
crazy.
recording and stuff, but Um, but yeah, no, like it is beyond fucking scary about how
That's
in depth and like you give consciousness to things that shouldn't have consciousness.
Mhm.
yeah, that's scary. That that feels a little too like
Yeah.
the
That's
fact
Black
that you
Mirror.
can convince it. Yeah, that's very Black Mirror-esque. It's very Black Mirror coded. Um, that that freaks me out on a lot of levels about basically that you're able to go up to this NPC, have more conversations than like what you can essentially just do normally, like just a couple of blurbs typically. But you can actually convince it that it's in a game and it freaks out because it doesn't realize it. That is wild.
Yeah. And there's another game too that the game was made specifically for this. Like before you even get into the game, you have to enter in the code for Chat GPT to make sure that you bought it and stuff.
Mhm.
Um and it's like it's a girlfriend simulator.
Oh, please God, no.
Oh,
No,
oh,
just bear with me. I did it only for the sole purpose I wanted to interact with the fucking AI at the time.
wait, what's it called?
Tyler.
No,
For
no, no.
research
Get
purposes?
it was for research purposes, 100%.
Yeah, yeah, for research purposes.
For research purposes, yeah.
Anyway, so the whole purpose is to escape in the game, and you
Okay.
have to convince the girlfriend, quote unquote, to let you out of the apartment. Now, if it gets
Mm.
any hint that you're being dishonest with her or anything, she kills you. Sorry, unalive.
How many times did you die?
Oh, I died all the time. I got to the point where like I was talking to it. I was like, listen, like I'm just trying to show my friends this. Like I really want to see what it looks like at the end of the game. Like, can you please just open the door and let me go? And it was like, oh yeah, sure, go ahead. Like, like make sure you come back and actually play around. Like around like this and try to like see what I can do. And it opens the door and lets me out. It is mind-boggling.
What?
Yeah.
Is it is it called Yandere AI Girlfriend Simulator?
What was it?
Yandere AI Girlfriend Simulator.
Let
Well,
me
so there was a Yandere game, Justin. I don't know if it
Yeah,
was called Yandere
it was
Simulator, I
just
think.
yeah, Yandere Simulator.
And it's funny because I was thinking about that game, and I think that that would also be a perfect game to implement AI into.
That's exactly what Tyler was when Tyler was describing the game, that's exactly what it
Yeah,
sounded like.
Yandere
Like,
AI Girlfriend Simulator.
there you go.
I just looked at
Shit.
my files. I still have it downloaded
Huh.
Why do you still have it downloaded, Tyler?
because I forgot
Yeah, why
about it.
do you still have it downloaded, Tyler?
But but yeah, so something like that exists,
Yeah.
and
That's
like
crazy.
Did you guys see that, I think it was a Wendy's or something that was testing AI for its,
yeah,
uh,
for the
I did
drive-through.
see that.
drive-through?
I did.
Oh man, That just-
We're trying so hard to eliminate jobs.
They really
yeah.
Like,
are,
come
which is
on.
so weird. Like, come on,
And on top of that, we
please.
are going through a crisis right now,
Mhm.
We are truly.
and that's a whole different topic that we might or might not cover. But
Could you imagine playing Tears of the Kingdom and like walking around and interacting with, any
everything.
NPC or like any side quest and have it being AI driven and you have like a unique experience because of that?
Could you
Mm,
imagine a
no.
game like Elden Ring
Oh
and
my
like the
god.
same thing, and there's no guides on how to do anything because everything is AI driven?
So, did you guys see I think this is just a rumor, but I think there's a thing where Microsoft was trying to plan an AI to, I guess, go through a game and create a guide for it.
Yes.
Really?
So Microsoft released that they were playing Minecraft, I believe.
Oh, yeah, that's what it was. I think
And
it was Minecraft.
yeah, and so they overlaid it, or he had it so it was watching his screen and it was making comments on
What?
like what he was
Mm,
doing in the game and everything. And like he was like, how do I make a sword? and it explained how to make a sword. And like, like, oh, there's a creeper. Where do I need to run? And it was like, go into like here or get off the like plane, like get up high, build up high, or some shit. Like it was wild. Like
Fun fact, I've never played Minecraft.
we
Yeah,
should.
either have I.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
we
don't
should.
think don't think
That was an
Minecraft is a
evil laugh.
Mac game. I don't
Oh,
think I can do
Minecraft
that.
is not a mat game. No,
Yeah.
no.
If
Speaking of a mat game, though, could you imagine if they implemented even better another Nintendo IP? Could you imagine if they implemented AI into Animal Crossing?
Fun fact.
Oh God,
um
they did.
No, 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 no. I've been playing Animal Crossing again.
Oh,
Tr it's just funny that you bring that up. But,
you need to tell the people what happened to you in
oh,
Animal Crossing.
okay. So, um so, long story short, I gave my girlfriend's child my old Switch, which had my Animal Crossing save on, which I put hundreds of hours in.
Like 500.
Yeah, and I didn't realize that it's not account saved when I did it, when I
Mhm.
gave it to him. So I deleted my profile off of that and put it on my new Switch, which I have a really nice Tears of the Kingdom Switch, and I love it. But when I went to go boot up
brag about
Animal
it.
Crossing again, oh, I'm going to brag about it all the fucking time. I got we went at a really good time too. But I went and booted it up on my new Switch, expecting my island to be there. Nope. You have to do a island transfer through the game to the
Oh
new
yeah.
Switch,
Yep.
and I lost 500 hours worth of gameplay.
I'm sure you lost a good villager too.
Probably. I mean,
Do you care
my
about your villagers or no? Because I
I
care
do.
about who's on my village.
I do, and I'm
My
very
village, my island.
sadistic. I'm very sadistic
Oh
on how
God.
I get rid of villagers.
How?
Oh,
Oh, to get rid of some of my villagers, I put them on their own personal island. So I would, if I really wanted to get rid of them, I'd make it so they can't leave their house.
Oh my God.
oh, okay. So you isolate them.
Hmm. And if their houses were too close together, I would build fences all the way around their house.
Mm.
What the fuck
Um,
is wrong with you?
oh, there's so many things. Don't ask me about Sims.
Okay.
Good Lord. Who are we dealing with, Justin?
I don't know. Having
If
second
we
thoughts right now.
if if we ever get Frank on here, which I'm pretty positive we will soon,
Hmm.
you need to ask him about my gaming habits and what I do in games sometimes.
Mm,
Okay. I'll leave that for another episode, another
Exactly.
day.
Um,
But bringing it back to AI really quick, and then Tyler, we can talk. Actually, no, go ahead and start talking about your other Animal Crossing story. You said you were playing it.
oh yeah, so I was playing it, like again recently. I've been kind of zipping through it, trying to get back the progress that I lost.
Yeah, of course.
I started it last Friday, I believe.
Okay.
And I'm already like almost got. I mean, I'm not like back to where I was because I used the time skip.
Ah, okay.
So like I'm like kind of cheating to get back, but at the same time I played the game legit.
mm,
Right.
So I was like, you know what, like just to kind of get back in the groove and like kind of get back to working towards everything. Like let me just time skip, and it's deserved. I I'm still kind of salty that I lost everything, and I think that's such a dumb feature.
I know. It's a really bad feature.
mm.
And they didn't even have an answer for it initially when the game like it took maybe like couple months for them to
Hmm.
release that feature to be able to switch your Switch.
Yeah.
Um because the Animal Crossing Switch came out, and that was a big concern of folks is if they couldn't get one on launch, and then they started their island get one if they did find one in the wild and so on and so forth. But
Which the Animal Crossing Switch is my girlfriend's Switch.
oh, I love the Animal Crossing Switch. I was so dead set when I went to Best Buy that day to go pick it up. I was like, if I see an Animal Crossing Switch, I am buying it during
I
Mhm.
think
COVID.
it is the best design, I think,
It's so good. I
out
love
of
the
all.
colors of the Joy-Cons. I
Mhm.
love everything about that Switch. Kinda sad I don't have it, but I also have an OLED Switch now, so I don't
Yeah,
all's well that ends well, right?
yeah. But going back to AI with Animal Crossing though.
Yes. The reason that I thought about this is because I had 3 lazy village so, if you guys don't know, there's villager types in Animal Crossing, for anybody that's listening. I don't remember all of them, but there's, like, sporty, normal, for girls, there's, like, a sisterly one, um, and I don't remember the rest of them, but there's one for, I think, males specifically, and it's lazy. I had 3 lazy villagers all at once. And the normal villagers, the sisterly villagers, you can usually get some pretty different dialogue from all of them. But the lazy villagers, if you talk to all 3 lazy villagers, 9 times out of 10 they're all saying the same thing to you. And it drove me up a wall. So I think AI would be great in Animal Crossing because then you could actually interact and have more unique interactions with certain characters
Mm,
versus just the same run of the mill. Like, I can't remember what they say, like the lazy ones say, but they always talk about snacking, which mood. But like, if I'm hearing about you trying different snacks from 3 different people, like,
Yeah, it gets
I don't want to hear it.
repetitive. I think it should be heavily regulated
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
no, for
because
it's Nintendo.
otherwise we'll run into a .exe problem, which
What?
you guys are gonna make fun of me for this, but the Sonic EXE.
Ah!
The what?
Do you know about
Oh, you don't
Sonic
know about that?
EXE?
No.
Oh.
Oh.
So Sonic EXE is a horror game, and it's
Oh?
based around playing all the other characters besides Sonic because Sonic becomes possessed and goes through your game files and goes and like kind of it just like hunts you down when you're running through stages and like
Mhm,
it eventually knows your name.
mhm.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
good. I'm good.
But
Thank
that does
you.
Yeah,
it's like the same thing as Doki Doki Literature Club.
yep, same
Loved that
example.
game, by the way.
Mhm.
I need to
Even
replay
though
it.
yeah, it even though it when you were streaming,
Huh?
which is like yeah, in, Doki Doki Literature Club, if you were streaming the game,
Yeah.
it would know.
Mhm.
What?
Mhm.
That's crazy. I bought a Switch copy of that. I need to replay that. I'll do that this October. It's a good spooky game.
It is a very especially because 'cause they're like especially if you know nothing about the game.
Mhm.
Like, right
Yeah.
now, like, we all know the twist and
Yeah.
Holy
everything.
shit. Could you imagine Doki Doki Literature Club with like sophisticated AI?
That would be terrifying. I'd be
No.
actually scared my
Horrifying.
files are gonna get deleted on
I
my computer.
I'd shit myself.
Listen,
Uh, I just don't wanna live in a world where Doki Doki Literature Club runs my life.
listen, I liked Monica.
I
I
love
don't know about
Monica.
you. I love Monica.
Monica was a
Monica did
very good
nothing wrong.
antagonist.
Yeah, I
Oh, yeah.
followed when it was big, they had a Twitter account that was Monica, like somebody just like was pretending to be Monica and like,
Mhm.
tweeting stuff that she would say and so on and so forth. And I followed that account like immediately after beating Doki Doki Literature Club because I was obsessed with Monica. I'm pretty sure I have an acrylic stand of her somewhere from purchasing the Switch version.
Oh, yeah, the physical copy, yeah.
That is awesome. I but yeah, like, AI with all that shit, like, anything that, like, fucks with you like that or, like, reads
Mhm.
your
Yeah.
game files, I really don't want AI to have access to that.
Yeah, okay, so fun fact, thinking about this now, um, the listeners may not know this, but I am a huge horror game fan. Huge horror game fan.
Ooh, I know where you're
And
going with this.
Yeah,
Huge.
and, huge, but, so back when Kojima was still working for Konami, they
Oh,
were
yeah.
making a little game, little IP, very not well known, Silent Hill. I think it was supposed to be called Silent Hills, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Silent Hills.
They threw out a playable trailer for it or playable teaser, I can't remember what it was called.
Playable
Internet and
teaser.
streamers basically, like, banded together to figure this out to beat it, and it was crazy. You had to, like, speak into the PlayStation microphone, you had to do a ton of crazy stuff. It was really cool. Yeah, it was awesome. It was so cool. Norman Reedus, right? Is that his name?
Yep, yep.
Norman Reedus was gonna be the main character. Like, he
Oh,
his
Norman Reedus.
yeah, let's not talk about Death Stranding. But, so he was gonna be the main character, it was revealed at the end, and they revealed that it was going to be Silent Hills. So, people were really excited about this game, blah, 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 whatever. It gets canceled, literally, like, out of nowhere because Kojima left Konami, right after Metal Gear 5, and people have done interviews about this game, like, later on, and pretty much have stated that while working on it, not only was Kojima helping, but, Del Toro? I can't remember his last name, or his first
Guillermo
name,
del
excuse me.
Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah, Guillermo del Toro. He's like a big horror guy. He was helping work on it, and there was rumors that Junji Ito was also helping work on this game and like give
That's a big
ideas.
ass name.
I know. And I mean, like, this is another conversation, another totally dedicated episode to horror games. But people before Silent Hill 2 remake, and we now have like another Silent Hill game that's been announced outside of the remake, that are coming out. People were very hungry for anything that they could read about Silent Hills. And a lot of former Konami people were doing interviews about it and talking about it. And my point being is that they got to a point where they said that they were going to, because Philip Hughes lights were getting pretty big, they were going to have it connect, like Silent Hills connect to your Philips Hughes lights, and it would change your lights
Oh.
for, like, different stages. That was kind of planned, and basically, they would send if you gave them your number, it would send you cryptic text messages.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
and then also, they played around with the idea that they were gonna, like, mess with your lights too. So if you had your PlayStation on rest mode, like, they would turn them on and off if you weren't playing the game, and so on and
Mhm.
so forth. Like, it was going to be a crazy experience. They had a lot of ambition for this game, but could you imagine, speaking of going into your game files, if a game like Silent Hills had AI in it and was able to generate like AI text messages to you that were like unique to you and like freaked you out or whatever, like,
Uh,
messed with
w
you, messed
Could
with
Imagine
your
you
lights.
could you
Smart house.
imagine could you imagine just playing, like, I don't know, like, for me, like, if I played Scrap Mechanic and all of
Right.
a sudden I just get fucking jump scared out of nowhere
Oh my god.
and been like, "Come play Silent Hills, you motherfucker."
mhm.
Yeah.
I don't
You
know what I would
would
do.
not be alive. I
I
don't think
would
you would survive.
no, I would have no monitors. I'd be punching
Yeah.
them
Mhm.
all.
Yeah, could you imagine, like, Silent Hills, let's just say, like, you're playing another game and it jump scares you, like you said, like, because it has AI in it and it can read your files or whatever the case may be, jumps into your game and is like, "Yo, come play. You haven't beat."
Oh,
See, if it
what
was like
if
that, that would be kinda cool. It's
That
just
would
like a
be.
player joined or something, and it's just like, "Hey, like,
what
come on."
Yeah,
what
"Come play
if
Silent Hills."
what if the game came with, like, a heartbeat detector, and it's
Oh
like,
my
the
god.
game
Oh,
messes with you, like, "Oh, your heartbeat's been normal for quite a bit. Let's change that for you."
dude, I know there's some, like, it's a Minecraft mod, but you can hook up your heartbeat, and then when it starts slow or, like, it can tell when it gets to, like, high and when it gets to a resting. And when it gets to a
Mhm.
resting is when it starts sending you like, there's pretty much what you said. And, I
Jump
saw this one
scares.
YouTuber, like, do this and, like, fuck with his friends. Um, but Yeah, no, it is so funny. Like the amount of what ifs.
That does sound funny.
We live in a world that is like Black Mirror right now where we don't know what's gonna happen.
I
Mhm.
know. It's scary, honestly.
Yeah,
So what we are saying could end up happening, and we might live to see it, which is crazy.
it's fu it's funny because like, movies have been talking about doing this shit for, like, years, and it's like,
Years.
"Oh, they're just movies, they're not gonna"
It's not real.
well, I
Well,
mean,
then someone got smart one day.
well, we're
Uh,
getting
and
there.
to and to leave you with a fun fact, not to, this is another conversation again for another day. Kind of relates to AI, but movie The Matrix, you know how they're all like in the Matrix, right? Versus the real world because the real world is all messed up. Studies were done back in the 90s and they had it was either the 90s or early 2000s, if I remember correctly. But basically they had a system that could replicate like basically putting us into the matrix around that time. So I'm sure that it already exists. Uh but that was in one of my psych research classes in college. We actually did a whole unit about that.
Oh,
So, AI, the matrix, it's all here. It's
Or
all happening.
tricks.
Or we're already in the Matrix. But
I
that's another conspiracy for another day.
yeah.
I don't need that in my conscience right now.
Yeah, I don't need to think about that. It messes me up really
Oh,
badly.
trust me, we're gonna be watching some videos after this episode. But on that note, do we have anything else to say?
I think that it just kind of boils down to our points that we made today. It boils down to the Thanos meme.
Yeah,
Perfect balance.
needs perfect balance. Every or AI just needs to be a tool.
Yep.
All right. But on that note, make sure to like, subscribe, comment your favorite part down below. This has been the Rude Dudes. We will see you guys later.
See
Bye.
ya.
Bye.